So from ages 14 to 19 and a half, I thought the world revolved around three things. It revolved around girls, it revolved around popularity, and it revolved around seeking validation. And these were the furthest things from the truth. When you're in your teenage years, you don't really have an identity. And a lot of times, like into your early 20s and mid and late 20s, you haven't fully formed this either. We should always be evolving beings. But the point that I'm trying to make is those years are your most impressionable years. This is when you're developing a lot of your core habits that are going to translate into adulthood. So if you're focusing all your attention on things that are surface world, you will never find gratification and peace because everything is now coming from the outside. It's nothing that you're doing inner. I was doing no freaking inner work. And it's like no girl or multiple girls or a pair of shoes or 10 pair of shoes or feeling validation from somebody that doesn't even care about you, but you think they're popular, so you need their validation. None of that stuff is going to, at the end of the day, fulfill you. You're going to have an empty void because none of it is going to be satisfactory. And I only can speak like this because it's an experience that I actually lived. My whole life up to that point was a lie. I literally was living in a world that was not transparent and authentic to who I am. And I see a lot of the young men today, a lot of them are in that same world to where it's all surface level. And it's not a judgment because it's like you just are where you are until you know better or you know different. So at that point, it's just like it's living. It's unconscious living, yes, but at the same time, it's just that's all that you know. So the reason why like I'm doing this video is to really reach, the young men and women to understand that life is way bigger than that stuff. It's a lot more that comes with this human experience. And the earlier in age that you can get grounded into who you really are, I promise you the experience is a lot more fun. To be able to have that type of wisdom at those ages, you're able to make better decisions. And it's a lot of pressure because that world is flesh, flesh, flesh. It's so demanding. Somebody comes in with a new pair of shoes, you need a new pair of shoes. This dude is talking to this girl, you got to talk to that girl. So it's like there's so many external things that you're dealing with at one time, and there's a lot of identity crisis. However, there is no better feeling than standing in what you believe in. Who cares if like that person doesn't like you or they think you're weird? None of that stuff matters. The only thing that really matters is you being at peace and happy with yourself. Because one of the saddest things is seeing teenagers like feeling depressed and even worse, like feeling like they need to take themselves off of the planet. And social media plays a big part into these kids feeling that stuff. So what we got to do is we got to change the frequency and vibration of what they're tuning into. Maybe tuning into the latest trend of what's popular music that don't authentically resonate with you. And you may feel like you have to do these things to so-called fit in, but I promise you there is kids out there that feel the same stuff that you feel, and they will connect with you. You just got to put yourself in a position to be authentically you. So at the end of the day, that's all this experience is, man. It's a whole freaking game, and you just got to become the game master. So I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. You guys have an amazing weekend. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, anything that resonated with you here. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.